In this video, I'm going to show you how to not over sharpen your photos like this. There's halos everywhere. The sky looks like it was drawn with a pen. It just looks unnatural. And how to get a proper sharpening like this, and how to get extremely tack-sharp photo every time. How you should shoot it and how you should retouch it to really make it real and really make it nice. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you, if you were to print this photo, how you would go about it. After working for National Geographic twice and for 15 years for different galleries, I'm going to show you how to get incredibly sharp photos. My name is Serge Ramelli. I am a French photographer from the amazing, the incroyable city of Paris, France, living in the US, but loving Paris. On my coaching program, I get a lot of students that send me photos like this, which are really over sharpened. There's halos everywhere. The sky looks like it was drawn with a pen. It just looks unnatural. It's maybe impressive, but it's very natural. You don't want people to look at your work and as the first emotional reaction to say, oh, it's nice, but you use a filter, right? What you want to do is natural drama. Very natural result, but still dramatic. So first, when you take a photo, here's the 5 things you need to make sure are in if you want to get a really sharp photo. Number 1, use a tripod and don't use a center leg. Use a good tripod, carbon fiber if you can. They're very stable. They're amazing, okay? Don't buy a cheap tripod. When I do workshops, I have a coaching program and I do a lot of workshops. I see people spending $5,000 on a camera and coming with a $50 tripod and then mess up their entire photo. You have no idea how much time I've seen this. If you have a Canon R5, R6, or a Nikon Z8, Z9, a really high-end Nikon, and you have a Lightroom subscription, I'm gonna accept 5 people from this video that can book a call to get a full portfolio review. We have a lot of requests. We only take people that really love photography and really love landscape and cityscape. So if that's you, you can book a call. It's on the video. The second tip is no stabilization. Make sure you turn off stabilization on your camera because you're gonna put it on tripod. Stabilization and tripod don't go well together. Some camera can handle it, some cannot. To be sure, take it off. Stabilization is when you shoot by hand. 3, very important, use spot focusing and try to focus on something that's far in your photo. You use spot focusing and you move that little square until you focus on something that's kind of far, okay? And then just go to F7 or F8, that's good enough. Tip number 4, use a 2-second timer or remote so you're not touching your camera when the photo actually happens. Tip number 5, look in the viewfinder of your camera with your eyes, adapted to your eyesight at 100%. You zoom in with a plus. There's a plus on any camera. So you zoom in at 100% and make sure your photo is sharp before you move anywhere. Okay, once you have that, you get a photo like this. So for example, this photo I shot at 1/10 of a second, which is very slow by hand. So I was on a tripod, 6.3, ISO 100, and it's with a Sony 7 R5. You'll see it's beautifully sharp. It's a beautiful view from Paris. When it comes to sharpening, what I usually do on this one, I actually use minus clarity on the whole photo. I want to play around with very sharpen to not very sharpen. You never, ever, ever want to sharpen the sky. I see a lot of people, what they do is they add clarity everywhere and they add sharpening everywhere. And you get this sort of a very unrealistic photo. No, 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 sir. So let me take down the sharpening and let me down the clarity. So I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna do minus clarity, okay? But now I'm gonna use AI to sharpen or to unsharpen certain parts of the photo. So check this out. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna go to the landscape AI mask, the AI mask, and what that's gonna do is gonna propose me 3 masks. The sky, you can see in red. Yes, sir, I want the sky. The architecture, which is all the buildings, yes, sir. And the vegetation, yes, sir. Okay, make sure create 3 separate masks is on and create the mask. Now check this out. On the sky itself, I think I'm gonna lower a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna lower a little bit the sky. But you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and add even a little bit more of minus clarity. I'm diffusing the sky. Clouds are supposed to be diffused. They're not supposed to be sharp. I see so many people sharpening the clouds. And same thing, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna reduce the sharpness just on the sky, okay? So now I got a diffuse sky, it's glowy, it's nice. Then I'm gonna go on the buildings. So on the buildings, a whole different story. On this one, I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna I'm gonna add a bit of clarity. And I'm gonna add a bit of sharpness just on the buildings. Okay, now we've got very sharp buildings. Look at this, look how sharp it is. Now we've got very sharp buildings and a very diffuse sky. Let me create a virtual copy to show you what not to do. So what not to do would be to cancel this. I'm gonna cancel all 3 layers. And I'm gonna add a lot of clarity. I'm gonna add a lot of sharpening. And look at the difference. On the left side, you have the over-sharpened photo. On the right side, you have the proper sharpened photo. And if you zoom in, you get a beautiful sharpen that's not over-sharpened and a beautiful diffuse sky. Here you get like halos here. Look at this, there's no halo there. That's one of the reasons of halos is over-sharpening. There, it's very sharp here, it's very diffuse here, and very nicely sharp there and over-sharpened there. Now, as I said, if you have like a Canon R5, R6, or a Nikon Z6 or Z8, you can, I freed up 5 spots for a free portfolio review. But you also gotta have a Lightroom subscription. If you have all that, you can book a call. Many are calls and few can do it. There's gonna be a survey to see if you qualified, and if you qualified, you can get a free portfolio review. And check out this video I did on how you can become an award-winning photographer starting right now.